Hey, when you go down to Sam's Son Productions, you're going to see a cake there with 25 candles. And it's 25 years.
Can you believe it?
That we've been doing It's Your Health.
That's almost as long as we've been married.
Oh, man. Well, we'll be right back telling you a little bit more about 25 years of It's Your Health. Can you imagine 25 years ago when we first started out, it was on 309. Dave Thomas and I were doing It's Your Health live call-ins, believe it or not. For
and giveaways.
That's right, we would give things away. And we can recall one person who called in live and we said, listen, you got to go to the hospital emergency room, like right now. And it has really gone on to being produced on Broad Street, and then it finally morphed into you joining us here in our office.
Do you remember doing the show in our kitchen and making something called hrudka?
We made hrudka, we burnt turkeys. It was some of creative TV.
And then when you ran out of co-hosts, I said, I'll do it. And what did you say?
Something tells me I don't remember.
You said, no, you can't.
Oh.
You're not able to do it. And boy, did I prove you wrong.
Can we move on to the next segment,
okay.
Sammy?
Good evening. Welcome to It's Your Health. My name is Dave Thomas, and I'm here with Dr. Benyo. This is the debut of our new program here on your local News 13. This is the half-hour-long It's Your Health. We've been doing It's Your Health now for over a year, for only 30 seconds, but now we're expanding it to 30 minutes. Doctor, good to have you here.
Thank you very much for your calls. They're already pouring in, and we'll get to them as soon as I mention to you that we're going to have some fun and some entertainment and make this educational. I don't know which one's going to win out over the next 30 minutes. However, I need to tell you that what I say to you is not to be taken as gospel, and that you should implement what I say tomorrow morning. Some of the healthcare decisions we talk about tonight are very personal ones that should be taken up with your family physician.
Kathy from Drums, she wants to know, what are symptoms of chronic fatigue?
It's the way I feel now after having been up since 5 in the morning. Chronic fatigue used to be called the yuppie virus. And there are many physicians and healthcare professionals that never believed that this thing existed. It's also surnamed the chronic mono illness, basically because you feel like you have mono.
As you see tonight, I'm sporting a bow tie like Dr. Benyo instructed me to do, so.
Looks like Pee Wee Herman's younger brother, doesn't he, folks? Dave's going to take a leak here.
Well, yes, what exactly is a leak? I've seen in recipes, it's always a part of the recipe is skip.
Leak. We're going to find out today.
And this is the breath saver?
Yeah, I like garlic. Some people call for onions, but I like to put garlic in our recipes here.
Okay, the hat's going to come off here too. Okay.
The flu shot can be given to any healthy adult. Generally, you should not have a cold or flu while getting the flu shot. You may get sicker. So we would obviously ask if you have a fever, a temperature, and you feel otherwise well, right?
Sure,
except for now,
nervous, though,
you can see the sweat coming down off him. Now, this is the smallest needle they make, okay?
You talk to the doctor, you just kind of talk to a friend over there?
We'll talk to you here.
Oh, hey.
All done. He survived.
We see Lucy. Hi, Lucy. She's looking right at us. How you doing, Lucy? Good to see you. Lucy's back with us. We're not going to talk about pet therapy tonight, but figured we'll have Lucy on with us again.
We have her here for emergencies.
Dr. Benyo made a shot at the local newspaper, and this is when, do you want to tell us a little bit about this? Now, It's Your Health. Benyo hosts TV medical talk show. It's Your Health, a television talk show hosted by Dr. Philip J. Benyo, MD of Drums. Okay, well, the rest of it's true. Now, wait, okay, fine. You're the host. Here, buddy, it's all yours.
Oh, you're
Take over
kidding
for a
me.
while. Here, Lucy, you want a microphone for a while? Here you go. Right.
Lucy, come up here, will you? Come here. Come up here and get the microphone from me. He's left the set.
Take it over.
Please, come back, Dave. I can't do it without you. I'm on my knees.
All right, okay, I'll back.
I don't know where that came from, Dave.
Well,
I apologize.
Well, I'd like to think I still have a job here at Your Health, I'd like to think we're a team here. It's Valentine's Day, and I see there's something here. Is this for me?
Dave, the one and only.
Check out these things.
There it is. I really think that you should model these during the show. I think during our break we should insist callers call in so we can get those. And
Electric hearts.
Yeah, well, you know what the points and the plugs are for. Maybe you can figure that out. And,
Yeah, sure. I'll have to read a book, maybe.
All right. Hey, how you doing there, Rick?
Wait, hold on a minute.
What?
You're really comfortable in that chair, aren't you?
It's, it's a comfortable chair. I thought that last week. What?
He looks good there, Dave.
You're going to abandon me? I go away to the beach for 1 week, and you're going to abandon me?
Dave,
Hold on. Wait a second. No. This isn't
We
going.
had this conversation. You said I could do the show anymore.
Now get out of my chair. Won't you mind, all right?
If it's that important to you that you have to do the show on a regular basis, fine.
It's time to pump you up tonight. How's you doing, everybody?
Isn't that wild?
That's wild,
You gotta
huh?
love it. And Dave, you have a headache?
Oh, yeah, splitting headache if you don't,
So do
if you
I.
don't mind. We're going to talk about headaches tonight, and boy, sometimes you just feel like this, don't you?
Now, Dave, what the problem is in hair loss is that you're throwing more of the growth phase into the resting phase. The hair which is normally growing, you're putting asleep. And there are certain things that can do that. For example, working on It's Your Health.
Now we're going to show some clips from the Laurel Mall. It's where we were over the weekend. Roll it, guys, in the control room. As you see, it was Doctor and I conversing with certain fellows. We even did one of those generic walkthroughs, just like they do in the movies. And we really weren't talking about anything specific there. I think we were talking about the way Howie was walking backwards at that point. But a lot of fun. And we actually interviewed some people, too.
Oh, my goodness.
And,
Look at that.
yeah, Dr. Benyo got some kisses. There's our setup. That was while we were taping, and Doc was taking some of the technical equipment and checking my ears. Now I see something here. I'm getting a little power from your magical hourglass there. I see something with 3 letters involved. Tell us.
Dave, that's probably HMO. And what we're going to see for 1996 is more health maintenance organizations. That's going to be replacing some of the traditional insurances such as Blue Cross and Blue Shield or Prudential or Aetna. HMO, it's going to be a thing for the future and more of it.
This is Dr. Phil's first shovel I bring out, and that's a broom, actually. It's not a shovel whatsoever. And what you do is when the snow is rather on the light side, before it accumulates, you go out to your pavement and your sidewalk and sweep it off. Nice technique there, Dave. Who says you don't work? Lift with your legs, always.
Lift with the legs.
Don't lift with your back. Because remember, your back is seeing 3 times the amount that's on the end of that shovel. And I'm going to show you the best technique of removing snow that I've come up with. Here he is right here. I want you to hire a teenager, put the world to work, and Dave and I will stand back and watch him. Go to it, Joe.
Over there, Dave.
Yeah, okay.
A little over there. You know, Dave, when I agreed to do this was not in my job description.
No, I like the hard hat anyway.
You like that?
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Tool Time. It's Your Health. We're under construction here in our new studios here at Samsung Productions and North Church Street here in Hazleton, and everything's going smoothly, though. Almost everything's ready.
Did you ever think of urology as a career move?
Yeah, well,
There we
actually,
go.
snip, snip.
Nice threads here.
By the way, I borrowed Dr. Benyo's coat, the same one that he wears. This is nice. I want to borrow this. This is
I hope
pretty nice.
I get it back.
Individuals who will lose weight on hot peppers, and we will try them out. Where did these come from there, Dave?
This is from a viewer named Julie.
They are a little warm. It's a good thing you did it at the end of the show.
It's always the seeds that get you in, right?
What am I wearing, by the way? What do I have
all
on
of
my
those-
face that you made me put on? Show and tell.
Dave is wearing Biore, B-I-O-R-E. This is a Pore Perfect deep cleansing strip. Peel it off.
All right.
Leave the skin of your nose on, and look at that.
Actually, yeah.
You can see how it opened
can
up
see a
your
couple.
pores. I can see a difference just looking at you.
Germs are everywhere. On these keys, Staphylococcus, Streptococcus. What's the best precaution? Right here in the sink. Antibacterial soap. Wash your hands thoroughly. Sometimes 10 seconds, some experts say 20 seconds. But you take a couple seconds and wash your hands, They're all out of the way.
Blue 22, Blue 22, it's your health.
On the sidelines during the game, and
That's nice.
right before the
Look at that one. That almost looks like you work for NBC there.
And of course, I tried to bribe the official. I'm slipping him a 20, and he put down first down, Notre Dame, but it didn't last.
This is Doc Benyo from the College Football Hall of Fame. Welcome out there in television land.
Thousands of people literally, Doc, are out there waiting for us to see what kind of effects and what kind of plugs and what kind of comments we're going to make to Penn State fans. Want to tell you, though, that we're not going to do anything. We were very professional in nature. We're not going to make any comments because we wouldn't want any made back on us. Isn't that right?
Dave, you said it best. Thousands out there in television land are watching and waiting for us to take the low road, and we are professionals, especially this guy, Big Dave Thomas. So if you tuned in, waiting for us to pick on Penn State in their hour of darkness, when it's the lowest part of their time of their season, forget it. We're not going to do it. We just won't do it. We'll never do it. All right, this is going to wake you up.
Yeah, I'm
sorry,
not gonna
Dave.
watch, so that's all right.
Okay, sorry. Little prick here. Okay.
So what? Once again, my numbers are higher than the average on this show. This is when you can't talk about stress. So what does this mean now? What did I eat?
You might have had something prior to the show. If
Halloween candy, maybe?
That'll do it.
Okay.
I saw you scarfing some of that. Let's take a fasting blood sugar one of these days, Dave, okay?
Sounds good to me.
This poor guy. You have health insurance, by the way, life insurance.
Oh, welcome to It's Your Health, everybody. You've been transformed to the North Pole.
Dave's burning question. Now, will it help if you do go out and drink? Will it help if you, before time, eat butter, bread, or drink milk before heavy party?
Probably will, Dave. I don't know that I've had any experience here, but yes, I think if you have something in your stomach, it will cut down the absorption of alcohol to some extent. What we have here, Uncle Dave, is soda bread. This in itself is a meal and could easily fill you up. And we have cabbage. Of course, cabbage has been known to be one of those anti-cancer drugs.
Right.
And it is zero cholesterol, zero fat. This, of course, is our Irish brew,
Yes.
the Guinness brew, the dark ale.
Yes, sir.
Na zdravia.
Yes, sir. Gin down.
You want to smell this? Why do you have to smell it?
I want to smell my food before
Let
I
me
eat
hold it. I'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
Here, you want to smell it?
Let me smell it.
Smell Rose's pie? Huh? There you go. Dave, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Why did I see that coming?
Dave, I shouldn't finish it.
It's Your Health. If you can't see It's Your Health, that's him. That's me. Those are our names. And below that it says host and co-host TV Channel 13. Okay. Kale. Not many people are familiar with kale.
Kale is one of the cruciferous vegetables, Dave.
Okay.
Similar to cauliflower and broccoli. It is great because it has vast amounts of vitamins in them that will actually lower your cancer risk. Again, eating the broccoli, the cauliflower, and add on to that kale, you are going to lower your risk of cancers of the colon, for example, of the prostate, and of the bladder.
And who's this?
Instead of Regis and Kathleen, it's Regis and Kathleen getting his autograph with a Notre Dame calendar.
And there he is.
And he said, how's Dave? Dave's doing a good job.
Yeah.
He watches Channel 13. He usually likes the Sunday one.
Very good.
And he asked me one question. He said, Sammy who?
Oh.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't know what he meant by that.
By the way, everybody, no stranger to It's Your Health. Rick Martuscelli will be taking over the host duties immediately, and he's filled in for me many times. So these guys, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, these guys are no stranger to medical topics. Of course, Rick now is going to be he's our utility infielder.
Exactly.
Every health show that we could possibly think of, Rick is
I have
the
a
host
lot of hats in my closet.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Well,
do.
keep in mind, Rick, that flu season's coming up, and I got a flu shot with your name on it.
Hi, everybody. How you doing out there? Welcome back to another edition of It's Your Health. We're going to go raid a wedding after this, I think. If it's okay with you, I'd like to get on a little more serious now with the show.
Professional, no levity, no clowning around, no hijinks.
I mean, what you did, I mean, it was Dave's show, it's your show, but it's my business now, and I'll have nothing to do with that crazy.
You're the host. I think we should shake on that and make a pact.
I will shake on that.
All righty.
We promise not to do it, and we'll take a bow for the first show complete. What do you
All
think?
right.
Let's do it.
Let's make a vow that we are not going to, engage in anything that would lower the decency of the show.
First of all,
tomfoolery.
I refuse to go on television looking foolish.
Uh-huh.
Doc, I tell you, I don't feel that well.
Rick, that androstenedione, that did something to you. How you feeling, all right?
I feel okay, but it's just, I don't know, it's not comfortable.
That
Something's wrong.
The testosterone may have been a little high for Rick there.
It's Your Health on a new set. The coffee done yet?
I feel very warm and cozy.
I do too. Tingly even.
Yes.
I would call it tingly. Okay. It's lovely. I mean, the birds are chirping outside and just,
Is that your knee I'm hitting?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, we're much closer here at the new set.
That's right.
This person calling about nosebleeds. They said they're getting a lot of nosebleeds. They want to know what causes them, what's good to maybe get rid of them.
Right. Nosebleeds you're going to find this time of year because it is dry. The heat is on, and individuals may find that the heat and drying that nose will actually cause some nosebleeds. I would suggest that you perhaps put a humidifier in your bedroom, for example, where you're doing most of the time sleeping, and that will increase the moisture, and in doing so will cut down on the chance of a nosebleed.
Very good.
All righty. Did you pay the light bill? I think McFeely took the fuse out.
That's what it was. He was walking by, tripped over the line or something.
I think so.
Sorry.
We will not keep you in the dark.
And we will continue, even though we might not be able to see us too well. This person it's a woman taking Demodex for water in the legs.
Yes.
Could she still drink liquids?
You could still drink liquids, however, what's crucial is you stay off sodium, because if you're taking a water pill with sodium, it will negate the effects of the diuretic. So you could still have your fluids, but let there be light. You could still have your fluids, but just take it easy.
Okay, very good.
They pay the light bill.
The sun is back out.
There we go.
Yes, it is. What's down here by my knee?
Oh, you gave it away. You can't keep a secret.
What is it?
All right. Rick, not many people know out there, but it is Rick's birthday.
It certainly is my
happy birthday, Rick.
Why does it say 40? May I ask that? Do I look 40?
Well, you know what happened, Rick? This was on the discount shelf. I hope you don't mind.
Oh.
I mean, I tried to save a couple of bucks. You might use it when you're 40, or give it back to me, because my birthday's next week. So what happened to our puppy?
This was a puppy how long ago?
No, this is a puppy. She's 7 months old.
You're kidding.
Nope.
This is Bridget.
This is Bridget.
7 months old only, and look at the size of it.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And when she sleeps with us, we have Canis interruptus, because there is just no room on that bed for anything else.
I can only imagine.
It's a beautiful young woman with Doctor.
That's you?
When I was a puppy.
What do you have to say about that,
Look
Doc?
at that.
I'm just putting around.
Look at that.
My mother and father, when we were younger.
Look at that.
When we were all puppies.
You look dashing. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of It's Your Health right here on Channel 13.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
You're looking well now that you're married, Mr. Rick Martuscelli.
Yes. Now I am officially Rick Martuscelli. Things, I always was, wasn't it? Tanned and relaxed.
All dried out?
All dried out.
Wow.
It worked.
Samsung Productions did it again. You haven't let me down, Rick. A female co-host. I feel much better now.
A female co-host has arrived.
All right. And
And for people who don't know who this person is,
the one and only?
This is my wife, Cheryl. This is the first time I've appeared on the show.
Yep.
Here you are. Finally. So is this good?
I love it. Now I feel much better.
That's good.
Better now.
Now you're going to ask me a question, I hope.
Yeah. This call just came in. What are muscle spasms, and what can we do for them?
Before I even get a part... We're on. Who are you talking to? It's Mr. McFeely. You want to say hi to him?
Hey, McFeely, how you been? What's he doing?
He just saw someone parked in the Channel 13 spot over there, and illegally. Yeah, he told him to move.
And you look so relaxed, I'm going to have to hit you awake here. What he is illustrating, folks out there, is the latest craze, and that is bubble popping. Bubble popping has been shown to reduce stress and anxiety. Instead of like nail biting or drumming fingers on the table, it has been shown that if you have these bubble pops, you will kind of lull yourself into a nice sense of security, if you will. So they can be addictive, so be very careful.
Thank God we didn't do that segment in the beginning, because I need a nap. You know, I've had a bad day today.
You did? Really?
Yeah, sometimes, I don't know. I work, my offices are just a little small, little cubicle, and sometimes in there I just get so
Claustrophobic.
aggravated. I don't know what it is. You know anything about that?
As a matter of fact, that is a real thing. They've done studies where people who are in very closed cubicles, for example, can easily get angry and have tantrums and not be very effective at work, whereas if you have an open area, the opposite is true. You'll actually be a little calmer and be more productive. So maybe you need a bigger office.
I'd love one. I really would. They're telling me that they had hidden cameras set up today.
You're joking.
Apparently not. Do you have it on video?
Hidden cameras? Oh, there you are.
That's me at my cubicle.
Oh my God.
Well, I was just getting ready for the show. This is right before the show, and I had trouble finding the information I needed for...
Look at that.
I was pretty mad.
Oh my heavens.
That's something.
That's terrible.
You know, there's not a lot of big offices in this building, except for, you know, Sam's, the owner of the
one I know.
Sam.
Tell me they had one there too.
I'm hearing they're telling me they had a nice little fountain in his office, you notice, and this is Sam Lasan's office, and there he is working hard. Let's see what he does on a regular, of course.
Oh my goodness, what a difference.
What a difference it is. It's unbelievable.
Well, then I think there's proof positive that the study was correct.
The study is absolutely correct.
There it is.
Just
you saw it first.
Make yourself a big office.
Yes.
I'm feeling better already because our country kitchen is bigger.
Okay.
So here we are, making the harutka.
The moment everyone has been waiting for at the Sam Son's Culinary Kitchens.
It's very true. It's like the other half of the country kitchen that no one gets to see. I mean, I have an objection to doing it this way. I'll be honest with you.
I haven't thought of that. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a second. But in either event, we're back at Sam Son's sterile Culinary Kitchen. 3 days later.
3 days later, we're wrapping up. Same clothes and everything.
Okay, the shower. Okay. That comes the next phase. Let's just put it in for 5 minutes and see what happens.
5 minutes.
Yes. Like an anxious father awaiting the birth of a child. Drum roll. Rick is pulling out the very hot harutka. Don't burn yourself. Can I help you? I wish I could. My back hurts me.
It is hot.
Okay.
Hold on. That's hot. Warning.
What are we going to do next?
Apply ice to my fingers?
Okay.
No.
All right, we are going to... God, that's hot.
I told you it's hot. You want some water towel?
Asbestos gloves you need. Now you must, this is very important.
Yes.
Squeeze the cheese.
That's really good.
And I know, it did come out really well.
Better than last time.
Much better. I think the way you mixed it up.
Well, I try.
You know, we don't make a lot of money here, but we have a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun. What'd you do with the rest of it?
The rest of it?
Well, there's only a little piece here. I'm enjoying it, but what'd you do with the rest of it?
The rest of it? I'm sorry, but...
Oh. Samson got it.
Yeah. Sorry.
On the next It's Your Health, we'll drink some green liquid algae stuff.
Spirulina, Rick, and you're going to find out what happened to Mommy.
Exactly.
Say the time. Say the time.
That lady's number that.
It's so ridiculous.
We have to do this again.
What happened to Mommy?
Rick, this is a time of the year where we really...
Sorry.
Rick, if I were to ask you what's the number one...
I'm going to have Justin put a drone shoot at you.
I have to look that way. I can't look at you.
can't do it.
Almost. All right. Last try.
All right, last try.
We'll get 2 more tries and that's it.
And no, this is not Rick Martuscelli, having had extensive surgery down at Tijuana. This is my one and only best friend, the wind beneath my wings, my soulmate, my wife, Kathleen Benyo. Dr. Kathleen Benyo, thank you for pinch hitting for Rick Martuscelli on It's Your Health. Welcome.
You know I had to go to North Carolina on business a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And you promised me you would be on your best behavior.
I certainly was.
You certainly were.
Yes.
I don't think so.
You have proof?
I hired an investigator who took photographs of you in bed with women. Not one, but many. So I'm going to embarrass you. Let's show them right now.
Oh, my goodness. Here I am with 3 of our girls. You're right. Well, I can't help that, sweetheart. Look at that. Look at the fun that I'm having. And before we start this show, I need to thank the people of northeastern Pennsylvania for making us the #1 medical talk show in northeastern Pennsylvania. And I can't go anywhere. I can't go to the mall. I can't go to the hospital. My patients are calling me saying, "We love having her on that show." So thank you very much. And
You're very welcome. So does that make us the best medical educational program in Northeast Pennsylvania?
I guess so. Tell me how you got so tan so quickly. You work indoors. Now, how'd you do this?
I was on the roof of the school today.
Tell me more.
Well, the students made a bet with me about how many books they could read. The students all the way from grades kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. That's me blowing bubbles off the roof. You know, I'm afraid of heights to begin with. I'm throwing bookmarks there to the students.
Wow.
We really had a lot of fun. I thank the staff for helping it to happen and the kids for reading all those books, and keep reading. The big thing now are cell phone shields. People are saying that cell phones are dangerous, and that's the rage. Do they work, Doc?
Well,
and do we need one?
We have an EMF meter here that measures electromechanical force and my cell phone. You can see that with the cell phone being on, that meter, which should be 0, is just going off the wall. It's not even registering. As I pull the phone away, it starts to register rather high values, almost as much as if you put it next to a microwave oven. Of course, joined by no stranger to anyone in the medical community. We know Stanley Yamula as someone who has been with us for the long haul. When I first came to town 20 years ago, I was really wet behind the ears and really didn't know where to go, and he was the first guy that pulled me aside and took me under his wing, and I'm personally grateful for all the professional time that we've shared together. Thank you, Stanley, for coming to join us.
Always a pleasure, Phil. 1 in 12 women are dying with cancer every day. 1 lady every 12 minutes is dying of breast cancer every day, or 45,000 every year. At the same time, we can say that we could cure 95% today if we have the proper factors and diagnose them early.
10% of women suffer from this illness. It's a disorder that impairs their function in society and the workplace. And some of the symptoms are irritability, mood swings, depression, fatigue, tender breasts, and muscle pain. You're not having them now, perchance. You can also get a decrease in mental function with PMS. And believe it or not, relationships and problems at homes are perceived as bigger problems when you're suffering from PMS. And I think I can rest my case.
And what are you sprinkling over the table?
Sweetheart, this is cinnamon.
It smells good, but it's making a mess.
I know, but cinnamon has been used for centuries to enhance as an aphrodisiac. It's a natural aphrodisiac. You sprinkle it around your pillow or put some cinnamon sticks behind your pillow and watch out.
And so, did you get a big enough bottle of it, do you think? Oh my goodness, well look.
This is just for the weekend. We sympathize with the Penn State fans, and just to show you a little bit how much we sympathize with you, we're going to show you a little tape. Being a Hershey graduate, they sent me a We Are Penn State sticker.
So you're finally being nice.
Well, you see where I had to put it.
459-9813 if you have any questions.
By the way, you should be keeping our boss. He's manning the phone.
Wow, Sam will stand on the phones tonight.
So call him and you'll get to talk to...
So if I'm pronouncing words that don't exist, that explains everything.
Now, you know, People magazine put out their sexiest man alive in the year 2000.
And won.
I'm Sam Lassant, president of Samsung Productions. You know I'm viewed by millions daily.
Number 5 was the last episode of MASH. Number 4, the Farewell Tonight Show for Johnny Carson. 3 was The Last Cheers. 2, that great Super Bowl 15. And 1, the Sam Lassant Show with What's Your Name, number 2.
Let's talk about what women look for in men. They've done a study.
Oh, they have?
Yes. And there are certain things about a man that women look for. These aren't in any particular order. Intelligence.
Okay, there.
Ambition.
There.
Genuine kindness and caring. A witty sense of humor. A sense of style. Confidence. And good looks. You wondered why all the women are always after Sam.
Is that like subliminal thing?
He like fits every one of those categories, you know?
I'm attracted to him myself after hearing all this.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt the show, but I just want to let you know, Doctor, that the ratings came in tonight.
Oh, you're kidding!
I'm watching the show. I'm taking phone calls, and folks, the ratings came in, and there are 10 million people, 10 million people watching It's Your Health. Now there's 10,500,000 people watching the Sam Lassant Show. Congratulations.
We get a raise.
Yes.
I could throw a shot at it because he came on our set, right?
Yes.
Did you notice there was still enough headroom and he was standing? What are you going to play for us tonight?
I'm going to play a little song about someone who's in pain, and they get up the courage to go to Dr. Benyo, and he gives them some relief. Doc Benyo has a heart. He believes me when I tell him where it hurts. He prescribes something that will work. I never thought I could feel this way. Got to say, Doc Benyo did it. All I know, he gave me something strong. Now my pain is gone. I just got my life back. 2, 3, 4.
Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame. Wake up the echoes cheering their name. Send a volley cheer on high. Send down the thunder from the sky. Oh, the Dame will win overall. Oh, the Dame will win overall. More raisins.
I bet you want to buy my CD now.
Join us on the next It's Your Health when we'll talk about salt use, depression,
testosterone, and the real difference between men and women.
Maybe we should do that one more time.
Join us on the next It's Your Health, and you'll discover my wife. Discover her.
Hi, my name is Phil, and this is my brother Dan. We're here to tell you to have a safe
and happy holiday.
Since you see Daniel at age, what, 18 now?
Yes.
Age 18. We're going to show you what he was like a little bit earlier on in life. How about that one there, huh?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Oh, boy, that looks like a birthday party at the Mets where they were playing baseball. You grow up quick, huh? Too fast.
Not fast enough.
I'm getting ready to finish my last year in school up at Boston, going for B.S. in geology. Hopefully I'll get that done soon. And that's it.
Not soon enough. Those tuition bills keep coming in there.
I'll say.
We're going to show you a picture of my mother when she was Anna's age. That's my mother, and then that's Anna. I don't think it's too far. The apple did not fall far from the tree on that one. This is not Rick Martuscelli. It's not my wife. It's my older son, Philip. Welcome to It's Your Health. Thank you for helping us out here.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you at now these days?
Well, now I'm in 2 weeks into the physician's assistant program up at King's, and let me tell you, that is one tough program. Part of the problem learning all these great things is just about everything I've learned so far, I think I have in some part. Between carpal tunnel syndrome, ovarian cysts, I think I have it all.
That is a problem when you're learning parts of medicine. You go through, hey, I think I have this kind of thing. But
yes,
keep up the good work and study hard and hurry up, will you?
Oh, I will.
Hello out there in television land, and welcome to the Big Apple. Of course, we're not talking about the one in New York City. We're talking about the one in Drums, Pennsylvania. I'm Dr. Philip Benyo with my son, Philip Benyo, and we're in beautiful Butler Valley, opening up another season of It's Your Health. It's good to be back. And of course, we're here with our mascot, Irish Wolfhound, Bridget. Phil, maybe you could tell us a little bit about what a physician assistant is and what he does and how you're going to help me in our practice.
Well, that's a great question. I hear that question every day. A physician assistant, again, is someone who's licensed to practice medicine as long as it's within the supervision of a physician.
And father and son combinations, of course, are not new to our family. Dated 1937. There you see my father, dressed up in the middle. So we're not too unaccustomed to father and son operations. But thank you again, Phil.
Well, thank you very much.
And you'll see here a couple of the pictures that we were there and suited up, and it was just quite an experience.
That's right. It was worth their losing season this year because we did curse that field. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? I don't know who's going to win, so I, of course, enlisted the help of the old man and asked him who should I go with for the Super Bowl this year, and he gave me some very sound advice.
Put your money on the team with the most Notre Dame players.
That's right.
Never failed, and it didn't fail this past year as New England had one David Givens.
That's right.
From Notre Dame and South Carolina Panthers. Was that their name? They didn't
Carolina Panthers.
They didn't have any Notre Damers, so naturally they lost, and I don't remember their names. This new pill will make you lose weight. It'll lower your blood pressure and cholesterol. It'll treat anxiety and depression. It will reduce your risk of cancer. It'll prevent osteoporosis. This pill is safe. It's cheap. There are hardly any side effects. And the name of this pill is?
Exercise.
There it is. Exercise.
You'd look nice if you would like wear a tie every once in a while when you come on the show. Oh yeah, but you would. You put a nice tie
I think the last
here,
time I wore,
and I could just tighten it for you.
Last time I wore that, I said I do, and it's been like a noose ever since. So I've been getting rid of it.
You'll pay. He'll pay for that.
But listen, seriously,
I'm glad you weren't serious.
all seriousness aside.
Our son Phil does the show with you sometimes, and you're right, he has a lot of knowledge and a lot of information, great insight into the medical world. Why do I do the show?
That's a good question. I think it's part of this yin and yang that we sometimes like to deal with.
Yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
That was a compliment.
I'm going to start with the headlines.
The phones are already ringing off the hook.
That's because they don't know what you're talking about.
It's probably Mr. Yin and Yang.
We have to talk about menopause, right? You're not going to let me get out of this show without talking about it.
Well, we always talk about the downer part of things, but there are great, I think, benefits from considering replacement therapy during menopause.
You mean hormone replacement therapy?
Correct.
Not replacing our husbands. You don't mean that kind of therapy.
If this doesn't work, it could. But get a load of this screen and you're going to see what I'm talking about. These are benefits of, speaking of a rose between two thorns, this is our surprise mystery guest. Now, I, of course, had a very special mother in my life named Catherine, and she, of course, is no longer with us. She's up with the saints and angels and my father. And I now have another special Catherine in my life who is a mother, but she is my mother-in-law.
Most wonderful doctor that I ever had, that I ever know, and it's great to be here.
See that? Out of the mouths of babes comes the truth. You know, as I said, I feel as though no matter what I say, it's not right.
Well, I'm going to teach you how to say the right things. You know how you give kids toys that are learning toys?
Right, exactly.
Well, your Valentine present is a learning present.
Okay.
And his name is Mr. Perfect.
Oh my, well, we're starting out.
Schnookums, I've left you with some extra cash to go shopping with the girls today.
I think they have a Mrs. Right, by the way. So
She was sold out.
Oh, I can't imagine why. And Maria has successfully taken Hazelton's most eligible bachelor out of circulation. Phil and Maria have announced their engagement. And again, it's your health first. And Maria, here comes your first question. We're going to take it easy on you here for the Go Ask Maria question. And I noticed this piece of coal that you have on your ring finger. It's very shiny and nice. And why is it that people use an engagement ring, particularly on their fourth finger of the left hand? That's your question for the day.
Supposedly, Egyptians believed that there was a vein in the left hand, third finger, that runs directly right to the heart.
And you notice he said older women, and he said depression. Ask older women how long they've been married, and they're going to tell you 20, 30, 40 years. That's why they're depressed. You should be fanning me. You should be...
I am a big fan of yours, don't worry.
Welcome back to another edition of It's Your Health. Two things I can promise you: you won't be hearing about sex or menopause in this edition. Instead, we're going to talk about more pertinent health issues like MRSA. A meal is a meal, and if you're going to have it at 5 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night, it just doesn't matter. If you have it at 5 and 8, then you're going to have a problem.
Then you're going to have a problem, indeed.
Nothing but evil can come from this. This does not belong in your ear. You should throw them away, run away, get rid of these things. It just is something you should not do. If you have an earwax problem, you should see your healthcare professional and let us take care of it. And we were always taught as kids to sit straight up, shoulders back, and be proud. And it turns out that's wrong.
Do you want to illustrate the proper way of sitting? And we have MRI imaging to prove this, by the way, but show us. The knees are lower than your hip?
That's correct.
You look very uncomfortable there, Fipster.
But this is supposed to be the best.
And how do you feel?
I don't feel so good.
You need to see a chiropractor maybe, huh?
I maybe should.
This is going to take a while, I think.
All right, no, one take, we're gone.
Nope.
I'm ready.
You're born ready.
3, 2. Welcome back. I'm sorry.
It's better than I would do.
3, 2.
Who's starting?
I thought you were.
I didn't realize. Okay, let's do it again.
3, 2.
Welcome back to, oh no, that's not welcome back. It's welcome. Okay. Do it
It
again.
has been a while.
It has been, yeah.
Congratulations, Dr. Benyo and team, on 25 years of It's Your Health. What a great accomplishment. I had the pleasure of hosting It's Your Health in the early 2000s, and let me tell you, I had a great time. I remember one specific show. It was a Halloween show where Dr. Benyo dressed up as Samuel Ascent. I don't know why Sammy didn't cancel the show and fire me immediately after that episode. I was just thankful he had a good sense of humor. But Dr. Benyo, you have a special ability to connect with people through the screen. You know, you can share important health information 1 minute and be cracking jokes the next. So thank you for making that connection with people and giving the great people of the Hazleton area the information they need to take charge of their health and live well. So congratulations to you, Dr. Benyo, and to everyone who ever worked on the show. Here's to 25 more years of laughs and good health.
All right.
There he is. Peace.
There I am. All
Good
right.
seeing you. Made that turkey for Thanksgiving. It was burnt. You remember the...
I was trying so hard. Like, I was trying to come up with like a top list of like things that I'm like, there was so many. There was just a million that it was like, God, which ones to even talk about? Because it was just there was so many great ones.
And let's face it, we're in a crazy time of COVID virus, and hopefully we'll get back to the way life was, and kids will go to school and we'll play football and make krutka.
You know, it's funny though too. Ironically, the other side of that is that it's given us this opportunity to do this. You know, if it was only a year ago, we'd say, oh, well, how do I even get together with somebody? And I can't get together. There's no time to do it. But yet here we are, you know, just in the click of a mouse, and now we're together again, you know, and we're able to talk and able to just connect again. And I think it's given people that opportunity to kind of see the perspective again, to say, you know what, I can reconnect. I'm not too busy. I can do these things. So I was so happy when you said yes, because I was like, dude, I haven't talked to him in years. It's like I finally get a chance to just kind of talk to my guy.
All right. Oh, boy. All right, so I just lay back on this thing here.
Dave, okay, why don't you, do you want anything to eat, by the way, or you want to ask some
I'll wait a
questions,
little bit. Yeah, we can get to some questions.
Going right
here.
to the show.
Okay, so explain what this is doing for my back now?
Okay, what you're doing is reversing the curve, which aging is causing, so that instead of being more hunchbacked and hump over, by lying on this several times a week for about 20 minutes, you will not only get a great head rush, but you'll He'll also reverse some of the effects of aging on your spine, so it doesn't become brittle, and so it has more flexibility.
It was, the fun was there, but at the same time, like, we were actually handling things, because Doc, I remember, you and I we'd talk throughout the week. You'd be calling me, you'd be like saying, hey, let's talk about this on the show, because this is like the latest thing. This is what is kind of coming out next, whether it was a drug, a treatment, a new fitness or wellness plan. Those things, we didn't really talk a lot about fitness and wellness as a thing back then, but you had it. You were talking about it, and the show was so great to just kind of get that stuff out. And it was neat because we would do it, like Rick said, through like, just banter of good comedy. But there was some stuff where people would like ask legitimate questions. And, we kind of gave them a forum to do that. And that's to me, like, one of the biggest parts of what I remember. Those 3 years of doing that with you was just more fun. But at the same time, we actually were talking about some, legitimate medical issues and ultimately helping people.
Not much has changed, except we've been able to introduce my wife and my son Phil and my other son Dan. So it took three of someone to replace you, Dave. So
yeah, whatever. Get out of here. It was funny too. Even when I moved on to different stations, that's one of the things I missed most, was not only the camaraderie of 13, but just having that kind of like family feel to it that you can't replace anywhere. It didn't matter how many stations you jump to. But when I look back on it, and Sam, and I talked last week, and it really helped me to just kind of go back those roads in my head and say, what, that's really what the core was. But it was because of those little personal relationships with Howard and Rick and Sammy and Janine and Sam and Deb and and George and just people that you got to work with. It was just a cool experience to do that with you. But you look back on those personal relationships, and that's what 13 was so great at, which was just kind of bringing the community into our room, mixing it all up, and then here, community, here's everything you need.
And no doubt, to a large degree, it's the community who has responded. They just have like a sponge, just soaked up all we've put out there, and we tried to keep it real, keep it current, keep it on a common sense level. And so I think that's the key to success.
And I agree too. And then one thing, the Hazleton area is so good at is they smell a phony right away. And the fact that they have come back for 25 years to tune in and get medical knowledge means you're doing it right, because they're very quick to say, no, you know what, we're not going to watch that. We'll watch something else instead. When you're doing it right in Hazleton, it matters, and it shows. And because they'll quickly say, we don't want that anymore, And it's funny, because whenever we were on the show, I think about my grandparents, I think about my parents, I think about my relatives who are watching the show, and say, like, hey, I don't want to say anything on the line, they're watching. I don't want to do anything crazy, they're watching. And so that community feel just always kind of dialed us back to say, like, and I remember, ironically, when our moms were on the show with us. And I remember, because they kind of were like, that time that you made that joke about the thing, like, whoa, they knew.
Yeah, that's right. And, my wife sort of really has helped a great deal, because it's almost like George Burns and Gracie Allen. One of our favorite things was when it was our anniversary as a couple, and she said, for my anniversary, can you take me where I've never been before? And I say, how about the kitchen? And so, it's that kind of bantering that goes back and forth that kind of makes it real.
Just doing this with you guys was wonderful. Thank you so much. And thanks for also, I don't know if I ever really said it, but thanks, guys, for giving me that opportunity. Just a young kid in 1995 starting off in a station, just to give me the opportunity to play TV and have fun with you guys was a real joy. And I start to my career.
Well, like anything in life, it has matured and morphed and gone on to other things, where we now have our children involved, we now have you involved, and the only thing I can say is I can't wait for the next 25 years.
And we've had lots of guest stars. My mother's been on, our dogs have been on. It's been a great 25 years, and we can't thank Sammy and Samson Productions and our sponsors enough for being with us for these 25 years.
And it all goes out to you. It's not unusual when we go out shopping, people run into us and say, hey, I saw you on It's Your Health and I really like it. So again, a big thank you and a big virtual hug to our supporters out there in television land.